Come in.
Hi Pat, I'm Perla at Salesforce. How are you?
Hey, bro. How's it going? I'm good. How are
Good,
you?
good. I love the view up here. Looks great.
Yeah, thank you. I worked really hard to get this view. Took a good couple of years, but all the hard work was worth it.
So basically you made a lot of money in the couple of years, huh?
Absolutely. They loved it, and this is my reward.
Awesome. I'm going to go ahead and give you my card. That's my business card. It has my personal cell phone in case you have any questions after the meeting. Feel free to give me a call.
Okay, thank you. In that case, I got my business card for you as well.
Great, great. Thank you so much. So I want to start off by confirming that we only have 10 minutes for our interview today.
Yes, ma'am. Only 10 minutes, and then I'm going to head to a meeting.
Okay, I can work with that. So I'm going to start off by getting some information about the company just to see where you're currently at and where the company currently stands.
Okay, sounds
Okay,
good.
great. So what are your current sales?
So we ended 2014 at 30 million.
30 million, that's impressive.
Yeah, put in the good hard work, and now we're sitting at 30 million.
Awesome. So what's your current growth, do you know?
We're experiencing a 10% growth.
10%?
Yes.
Okay, I think I can help that growth number increase. So what are your company goals in the next 2 years?
Primarily, well, at minimum, we want to definitely maintain the 10% growth that we're experiencing right now. We think with a better system implemented, we can possibly experience a 15% growth, and then, or even 12%. We'll be happy with that. And then we also want to expand internationally. We're right now currently we have about 25 employees, and with our expansion, with preliminary analysis, we expect adding another 50 employees. So after the expansion, we probably have about 75 employees.
Okay, great. So you are currently making $30 million.
Yes, ma'am.
10% growth,
Absolutely.
And you will be expanding internationally. That's interesting. That's
Yeah.
a big move.
We think we can do it. We think we're ready. We just don't think we have the right tools to make it happen, and that's why we're checking out some of the CRMs that are available out there.
Okay, great, great. And what system are you currently using to manage your customer relationships?
We're using Excel.
Excel?
We use Excel to take notes on all the calls that we get in, any leads that we may have, and basically, kind of like a contact data form. We use Excel for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you really like about it? What would you like to keep about Excel?
The best thing, I don't know about keeping it, but the best thing that I like about Excel is that I'm an expert in it. So when I want to get on it, I know whatever it is that I'm trying to do, I know exactly how to do it. I've been using it for 10 plus years, so I don't have to worry about how do I do this? How do I need to learn this? Or what's going on here? Or anything like that. So I just feel real comfortable using it.
Right, right. Yeah, it sounds like you've been using it for a long time.
Yeah, absolutely.
So how do you communicate with your sales team, and how do they communicate with each other?
The primary method that we use to communicate is through email, Outlook. We use Outlook through email. We do some phone calls if we need to, some face-to-face. Mainly the face-to-face is done through our inside sales force because they're segmented on the same floor. Okay. There's only one floor, but like in the same area of the floor. And so our outside sales force really communicates with everybody here that stays in-house through email. And sometimes, some of our sales force, they don't even, come into the office. Maybe, a week, 2 weeks go by. So.
Wow, that's a long time to not have an update. So basically your updates are just through email, by phone.
Yeah, and of course we have our occasional I guess I can't say weekly meeting, but occasional meetings, and that any information needs to be put out. But yeah, primarily Outlook.
Okay. Now, can you see what phase your customer accounts are in, or your new accounts with your salespeople? Do you have that capability with your current system?
Yeah, so we have that capability, but here's the problem. If I did mention that, some of our sales team, they don't come in for maybe 2 weeks, right? So for all I know, they could be, and let's say, about to close a deal. And the last phase that I knew of, according to the file that we use, Excel, they could have been, where is their first contact,
Right.
And so I'm thinking, okay, they've made their first contact. Have they done any follow-ups? Have they made, any progress? Well, according to the file, no. But in reality, yes. They're about to get a deal closed.
Right.
And so
the fact that you can't see an update every day on every employee per se, does that hurt your accounts? Does that hurt your business? The fact that you don't have the visibility, to say, hey, maybe we need to pick up an account, does that also affect how you treat your salespeople?
Right, yeah.
Because you feel like they're not working when in reality they are?
Yeah, absolutely. So like the system, basically what you're coming down to is how am I using the current tools to make the decisions that I make? And really, I can't make the most informed decisions in order to, possibly, maintain our growth or even increase our growth because I'm working off outdated information. And I hate that feeling. And then also, again, going back to how I'm treating my employees, am I coming at them as if they're being unproductive when in reality they're being extremely productive? And matter of fact, that's the very reason they're probably not updating the system is because of how productive they are. Right. And that can turn out to be horrible in regards to how I'm managing my sales force because they may feel extremely unappreciative, and that's an issue.
Okay. So that's one of the problems with your current CRM system.
Yes. Well, the fact that it really isn't a CRM, but yeah, definitely.
Okay. What would you change about it to be more productive?
So as far as Excel goes, or actually, speaking of Outlook, I feel like the systems we have right now, it just seems like the sales force is not really a force. It's more like a group of a bunch of individuals, and I have a mentality, a concept that I want the sales team to be a team, and right now it doesn't seem as cohesive as they should be. Where they're really maybe their top producers are doing more to bring in the newbies up to their level, and it just doesn't seem like the systems we have foster that type of environment.
Okay, so basically your system's slowing you down from expanding and from being productive.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Okay. So in general, how do you feel Excel negatively impacts your objectives?
Definitely slows us down. It's very limited. It's like trying to get outside the box, but Excel is the box, and we see a lot of potential out there as far as sales growth, sales in general, and we can't experience that potential because we're locked, limited in what Excel can allow us to do. Even though we're extremely efficient with that tool, the tool itself isn't extremely efficient.
Right. And do you feel Outlook is slowing your sales growth and production as well?
Yes. And I mean, we use it, we communicate. We're managing to experience $30 million in sales, but we just don't feel like it's the tool that is going to get us to the next level, and especially if we're looking to expand it to other countries.
Right.
The competition here domestically probably isn't going to fare in comparison to the competition we're going to experience when we do cross the waters.
And how does that impact your operation?
Negatively, we want to take the next step. We need a system that is more sophisticated, that can handle the type of growth that we really believe we have the capability of experiencing. And we just don't feel like Excel or Outlook is making it happen.
Okay, so I know price is important because you mentioned that your accounting department had a budget.
Yes.
But I want to know, in your opinion, which is more important, the price that you pay or the value you receive in return?
Okay, so the accounting, they probably see that price is more important, but me, production is highly valued, so I would say that the value we receive is going to be more important than the price we pay.
Great. That's actually what I wanted to hear. So how would you feel if I tell you that we have one system that can actually incorporate what you're looking for? We have the visibility. We can incorporate a chat room, which means that your salespeople can communicate not only with each other, but we can add the marketing department, and we can add you as well. The advantage of that is that you get to see who's helping who, and the fact that it's updated every day. As soon as they get off a phone call, as soon as they get out of a meeting, they can just go in there and update it, and everyone would have the visibility, not just you, but their actual teammates as well. So our system would basically make you feel like it's more of a team production versus an individual production. Right. Yeah. Would you be willing to use our system if we could do that for you?
Yeah, if in fact that is something you can offer, that sounds exactly what, actually it sounds like it's more than what we're looking for. So,
great. Yeah. One other thing that I want to mention is that we actually train not only you, but also your employees. That's at no extra cost. That's just a benefit for having Salesforce.
Okay, good. Yeah, because, going to a new system is intimidating. So.
Great. Well, let me go back to my office and put something together. Can we meet next Wednesday at 10 a.m.?
Yes, that sounds great.
Great.
I'm available.
Thank you for your time.
No, thank you. Thanks for stopping by.